keep on drawing. It will happen, don't worry. Okay, good. So there is no latency. I'm very happy about that. So now I will start, okay? So let's make a different perspective than usual. Okay, so we're gonna make this type of perspective, all right? I don't know if you can see. I will turn on the other light. I forgot to turn on. Okay, so that you can probably see better, and most of all without shadow. Okay, so let's do something a little sexy. All right. So let's see, let's make a sort of a sports car. Let's see what happens. Hey, did you see my Lamborghini sketch? I made that last night. You won't believe it, but last night before going to sleep I went to check internet. I saw this beautiful picture and I told myself I have to try, you know, and so I did. I couldn't go to sleep thinking that I could make it, and I made this beautiful sketch. If you want, after I can go in and show it to you, okay? So here we have our center line, basically. You see, I go really light. I don't want to do too much. All right, so let me see. Okay, so can you see? The lamp look really cool. Thank you, Ayush. Thank you, Isaac. All right, so now that I did that, let me just fix little things. Let me watch it against the light to make sure that everything looks good. All right, so because one thing I'm trying to do is the front wheel that is a little bit turned. Therefore, I'm not respecting what I say all the time with the wheel and the minor axis, because the minor axis should go there, right? But because I'm turning the wheel, the minor axis, it's going like that. You see? This is something you have to remember. Hey, Vedant, ciao. Oh, thank you very much. You liked the Lamborghini. I'm happy you liked it. Okay, so now that I have that, let's go and search for some markers, okay? All right, so here I have my markers. So we got the black. I'm searching for a medium marker. This number 3. It's okay. Then this one it's number 10 is too dark. Maybe number 5. Let me see what I have. I didn't prepare anything, to be honest. I'm a little bit improvising, but it's okay, no big deal. So number 5, number 3 sounds good. And then we have to go and search for some cool, like this blue, okay, this light blue. Or this one, yeah, this one is better. And then we can use always that sort of yellow, like this one, you know, just to try to make some okay, so let me take first this dark one, all right, and let's start. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Okay, so this is, let's say, the dark part. Okay, now I will use the number 3 to make some extra reflections just to complete a little bit the body. The objective here is to go fast, okay? We want to do something that is not too complicated. All right, so you see? Okay, so here you see it's starting to come out little by little. Now we start seeing. So I go fast because I don't want too much of this, you know, this color too dark. So if I go fast, I can have a sort of a nice gray that is not too dark, it's not too light, and therefore later on I can go and make it a little bit darker. This perspective actually called, just call it front, rear, throw. Yeah, it's okay, Anish, you're right. The way you said it, it's fine. It's okay. Okay, so now we have the side, okay, and now let's do this area. This area is tricky because here we have a very how can I say, spherical side fender, a little bit like Porsche, okay. So we have to do that. So first one, it's this one, like that. Second one, it's gonna be this one. You see? And then here we have just a line on top. Okay. So now there is one thing I would like to do. This is all glass, in my opinion, is too much. So let's imagine that here, you know, we have a sort of a top. Like that. And we need a door. Therefore the door can be here with its, you know, like that. Okay. So make a little correction here. You see? Okay, so now what I need to do, I need a little bit darker gray. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay, I go back with the number 5. What is number 5? Let me see. Let me do this. I take the copic marker because I'm mixing markers. I'm sorry, guys, but it's okay. No big deal. Okay, so I take a number 8 now. Okay. Hey, Mahmoudi, don't worry. All right, so. Now let's give to this sketch a better life, you know. I'm just changing a little bit the wheel arch to make it a little bit more sporty. You see, a little bit squarish, just slightly. I cut a little bit here because it was too low. You see, it looks better like that. Okay. All right, now with the number 3, I will go a little bit stronger on top of my reflection, because now I really want to get that three-dimensional feeling, you know. So that I have a better feeling of the shape. You see, now we can read much better the shape. And that's important. Okay, so now with the number 8, I will do also a part of the glass. Okay, and now the windshield area. This has to be really dark. Here too. Can you see? Yes, you can. You see, as I say always, there is always a shading from dark to light, even when it's really dark. You see? And now I'm looking for a yellow that has to be really light. So this one I chosen is a little bit too strong. Maybe this one is better. This is a buff. No, really. Let me check this one. Maybe this one is better. Let me check. A little strong. We need that, but later. That's too strong. What about this one? This is too pinky. So let's see this one. They are strong. They're too strong. How do I do? How can I do? What about this one? Yeah, this one, maybe this one is better. Okay, so now we have to decide where we have warm light and where we have the cool light. I would say warm light is in this area. Okay, so let's try. You see, I mix on the blue. I know it's a little bit, makes a little bit green, but this makes everything warm. It's more, how can I say, correct, you know? Also here a little bit, you know? Then of course, also a little bit on the ground, just a little bit. You know? Always kind of fast. Let's not stay too much. Okay, and then a little bit here on the side. Okay, so now we got the yellow, perfect, and now let's look for a real cool color. In general, you know, the violet is perfect because the violet it's a color that really makes the feel, gives the feeling of very cold, ultra cold light. So I take my favorite violet, 00. Okay, I show you. Oops, I show you here. You see, it's very nice. It's kind of nice. Let's do it. And here everything becomes really cold. You see? And I will use another one, this one. Oh no, this is too strong. No, I was almost doing something bad. Let me go look for it because I had another one which is a slightly darker, but I can't find it now. Okay, no big deal. I will reuse this one. You will see that it's gonna work. And a little bit on the top, just a little, going to the warm light. Okay, now what are we missing? Now we need the black, because the black will push all the contrast very, very high. And that's what we want. We want to make those contrasts strong. So let me first, while it's drying in the front, I start from the back. I'll do a little bit of transparency effect, you know, like that on the front. Okay, then here, windshield, in the hole where is the windshield area, it's very dark there, and then a little bit inside here where is the lights, you know. Then we have to do it here too, because this part, you see, I'm thinking to do it, you know, a little like American car. Here there will be a double shape. Let me do it. You see? So the section here in the back, it goes inside and comes outside. You see? Looks interesting here. I mean, looks interesting. Let's hope it's gonna be pretty at the end. All right, so now my center wheel is there. The center wheel is here, and let me try to make some. All right. Like that. Then we do this. And the last one, it's gonna be, okay, there. I'll take my black. Okay, now I take my pencil and I work a little bit, I do a little bit of line work, okay, just a little, to make sure that everything looks a little bit sharp. Here I can just, you know, make a little better transition between darker light using my pencil. Why not? Okay. Here to the same thing. I want to make sure that that side fender, it looks really round, you know, like a Porsche. Okay, so we have a door cut here. All right. Okay, so now what do? I take my white and also my, what is it? My red, orange and red, with the acrylic paint in there, because I'm going to use that, you know, to make the lights and some details. But where is the red? I'm searching for the red. Eccolo qua. I got it. Okay, so first of all, I will use the white, okay? To make some of the highlights, to make some of those things. Alright? So I test here on top. It's working. Yes. Alright, so let's start. Alright. Gotta be very careful with this because it can become a mess. So I'm using it for a while and now I understood more or less how I have to do so that I don't mess it up too much. So be careful when you use it, if you use it, okay? Okay, you see? Now I put the white, okay? Now the only thing I have to do is I take the red and I do the graphics from the back. All right, so we have the real light. Then we can put another one here, which is the third stop. Why not? And then here, I would just like to add a little thing, a little detail. Okay, now I take the black. Yeah, with the highlight, yes. With this, it's really, it's true. It's a little complicated, but in my case, I go much faster than taking the real acrylic with my brushes. Also, mixing all those colors would be complicated. That's why I prefer going away. You see, little details like that with those pens can go really well. Then let's put some black here so that I increase contrast. Then let's put a little bit here to make that reflection, Okay, this is just a way, but you can, of course, you can do this also with a pencil if you want. It's not that you must use the same tools I'm using. All right, so okay, so this is the sketch. We can also complete here. Okay, you see, in 1 hour, in less than 1 hour, we did it. Okay, so what do you think? Do you like it? I hope you do. It's probably not one of my best work, but it gives the idea exactly what we should do when we take, we do some quick sketching without thinking too much. Now looking at this, I could go over and over, to make it look more interesting, of course. Like, doing things like this, for example. You see? Okay. Well, I hope you liked it. I hope that it's good for you. So today it's 28. Okay, here we go again, so you can see it really well. Thank you, Mahmoudi. Thank you. Okay, so any questions? Now it's the time. Ask me questions. Anybody wants to write anything?